I first started gambling when I was reasonably young. I never realised that I had a problem. You never do. You never actually believe that by gambling when you're young, it's going to go on and it's going to follow you around in the future. Even if you win, you end up losing it. You end up putting it all back anyway. It had a grip of me. I was slowly becoming a gambling addict. That's what I was becoming. But I'm in denial. Many people asked me to stop. Many people could sense that I had an issue. My teammates, my managers, my agents, close friends. You know, I had an addiction, and addictions are very, very powerful and very, very difficult to get control of.
My story started from a very, very young age. My father was an alcoholic and compulsive gambler, and it took me to becoming an alcoholic, compulsive gambler and cocaine addict. It took me to trying to commit suicide. It took me to prison. My wife had thrown me out by the age of 40, and I had 2 children.
When you gamble, it takes over every minute, every second of your life. I told my wife Sarah that I would stop many times, but I didn't. This one particular day, I went out with some friends and I got home quite late, and I slept in the separate bedroom of my house, and the next morning I heard a commotion, I heard sound coming down the stairs, and it was my wife. She was bringing some suitcases down the stairs. She'd packed her bags, she'd packed the bags for the children, and she was going to move back home to Scotland with my children. So that was my rock bottom. From that day, I made a promise to myself, I made a promise to my family that I would, So from that day, I made a promise to myself, I made a promise to my family that I would no longer gamble and I would go and get help. I needed help. It was clear that I needed help.
I tried psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, and nothing was really working until I got into GA and I'd started a 12-step program. And from there, I decided that I'd do a lot of voluntary work. I helped in victim support, I helped in a rehab, and I decided that I wanted to become a therapist.
When I arrived in Edinburgh almost 6 years ago now, the first thing I had to do was find a Gamblers Anonymous meeting where I can attend on a regular basis. And the first person I come into contact with was a gentleman called Tony Marini.
I met John about 6 years ago, and what an incredible story I heard from John.
Tony is an addiction specialist. He deals with lots of addictions, and he's got a fantastic story. He's a brilliant sort of advisor and a helper, very, very intelligent.
Over these 6 years, you know, he has helped so many people at Castle Craig as well. A lot of the patients that we have there, they can really relate to his story and what he's gone through.
We decided to partner up with this concept, the John Hartson Recovery Workshops. And I can't speak highly enough of Tony. He's helped me, he's guided me.
I absolutely love helping people, and I use that with my experience and my knowledge. Compulsive gambling costs the NHS over £1 billion a year. We can help people to identify and get the help that people need to get into recovery.
I'm clean. I'm over 10 years now without placing a bet. My life is so much better. I can focus in on certain things. I can spend more quality time with my family, my children, and it no longer controls my life. You know, gambling addiction controlled my life, controlled every decision that I ever made for 20 years. But don't ever feel that you're alone. I think the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
There is no stigma to this anymore. More and more people understand that what addiction is.
I've got focus back in my life, and that's mainly because I don't gamble anymore.
There is over 3 million people in Britain that have a gambling problem. It's huge. So please come and ask for help.
We at the John Hartson Recovery Workshop are extremely passionate. We want to help people. We feel, myself and Tony Marini, we feel that it's a fantastic concept, and we will help people. We're dedicated, we're professional, and we feel that we want to help as many people as we can.